Can you hear me?
Evening, coach.
Yes.
Happy to have you.
Thank you for
It's
inviting
honestly
me.
true because I look forward to the day that I would actually bring someone who had led my life into something I'm actually doing. So yes, it's a win for me.
You're welcome. Good to
How's
hear that.
in your trip? Well, we are live now, but I think it's okay.
Okay, so my trips has been fine. Now we're back to
We're
Nigeria and
getting the
Nigerian
updates.
stress. We're
We've
back to
been getting
Nigeria
the
and
updates.
Nigeria. Yeah, thank
We look
you.
forward to when we reach that position. Although we are kind of doing this and that, so hopefully maybe cloud computing seriously. Then I'm sure.
So definitely, you can actually travel. I think you can actually travel on a budget if you plan well.
Yes,
You can actually travel
exactly.
on a budget. You start early to plan.
Yeah.
Is there any link that people can use and
Okay.
join? Maybe I can share it for you. I'll
Okay.
send it to my
Yes.
WhatsApp.
Yes. I'll do that quickly. I actually added it to the flyer just in case people missed it, but I'll send
Mm,
it quickly because people are not really used to that
sometimes
Bitly.
people, yeah.
Yes. So I I used this medium last month because I've been using LinkedIn and Google. It's not capturing a lot of
Reliable.
people, and there's no way I could record. So I decided to
Wow.
use this since I can to YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So I just sent it to your DM.
Okay, so let me share.
Thank you. No one is viewing yet, but I think we can start to save time.
Let me send them this.
Okay. Okay, it's just 11 now. I'm sorry, I'm using US time zone.
Okay.
In case of any hiccups, I'm with my phone.
No wahala. I'm trying to send it and I'm getting error. I don't know why the error, but I'll try.
Okay.
I don't know if it is this product we are using. I don't know if that is what's causing a concern. I don't know, but it's
Okay. Yes, it's
affecting my.
possible. This is the second time I used it though. Did you intend to
I'm
share
trying to
the chat?
WhatsApp. I'm just trying to. Okay, it has delivered now. Don't worry.
Okay.
Just taking time to
Okay.
deliver. I think it has delivered
Yes,
now.
I received it too.
I have to share it in your own DM. Let me know where the problem is coming from.
Okay.
Whether it's coming from me sending it to chat, the channel, or.
Yes, it will go to the channel too.
Mm,
Yes, I just saw it. I'm reading the views. The view count is live from my end, so when they join, um, I would know, and it's a recording, so they can actually go through it at any time.
okay.
It will be there on my YouTube and Facebook. Yes, on the business's YouTube. I just want, okay, someone in already. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining us. So, for those who do not know me, I am Mariam Adam, the co-founder of Jobs. So, before I go over what Jobs is, I would love to talk about soft skills. I'm the co-founder of Jobs and an alumna of Digital Witch. If you don't know about Digital Witch, please go check it out. It has changed my life. It has changed the life of close to 1,000, if not more. No, sorry, close to 1,000,000, if not more, and it's
1,200.
still
So we
changing.
are 1,000,000 years ago. We are counting 100. Which one? But
Good, good,
one,
good.
we never reach
So
1,000,000. Sorry.
exactly, but we are close. We are very close, and I can attest to the fact that it is changing. It's doing that, and we would exceed millions in no time because it has changed my life, and it is
Amen.
changing the lives of people who have tried, have given it a try. I would tell you, give it a try, and you would not regret it. So I would love to together here with me is the founder of Digital Witch, the almighty Lemonade. But I would introduce her formally. Before we do that, I would love to talk about soft skills. Soft skills, as we all know, are the interpersonal skills like communication, emotional intelligence, leadership, and so many other attributes that are human. So there are attributes that actually determine how you interact with others, manage your work, like time management, and navigate personal and professional environments. But we are actually focused on the professional aspect. So unlike hard skills like coding, accounting, and other aspects of work which you can do physically, manually, or automatically, they are actually not technical. So, but they are transferable across and industries. For those of you who are professionals already, or for those who are actually looking to go into a profession. So, key examples of soft skills include communication, whether verbal, written, and non-verbal, and emotional intelligence like empathy, self-awareness, teamwork and collaboration, problem solving and critical thinking, adaptability and resilience, leadership and influence, and conflict resolution, among others. So, in today's workplace, soft skills are no longer soft, they are essential survival skills. And that's why so many people kind of in a career and then they pivot, not because they can't succeed, but because they actually lack the critical soft skills they need to in that field or domain. So the importance of soft skills, well, in for career, while hard skills, that's the first point. Number one, for career success, while hard skills get you an interview, soft skills get you the job. And I will tell you for a fact because I've had a number of interviews I didn't keep track of. I have done poorly in others due to lack of confidence. not because I can't actually take on that role, not because I can't do what the job description outlines, but and not because I actually did not prepare, but there's this lack of confidence that holds you down, and you are not able to express yourself. And this I've noticed about myself is the fear of being asked what I do not know. I would tell you it is kind of scary to me, but I read the basic things that and even go deeper to research the company and other things. For roles like sales, I have drafted a script, objection handling and stuff like that, because I actually got from virtual assistants to sales before starting jobs, and I am not leaving sales anytime soon. So while get you an interview, soft skills get you the job, help you secure promotion, enable you to lead effectively. Yes, everybody wants to grow. And if you do not know how to lead a team, how to collaborate, you would not go far. So they are often the differentiator between two technically qualified candidates. Yes, for someone who is coachable, willing to learn, if he can express in an interview, believe me, he will be chosen. And even if the other person who isn't a good communicator can do the job better, they will not pick him. So the second point is for the modern workplace. So the rise of remote and hybrid work and teams makes clear empathetical digital communication more critical than ever. Yes, this is actually true, because you connect virtually, you don't connect physically. If you do connect physically, or you are in an office space, there's body language which people would read and understand you better. These are the non-verbal communication. So you have to communicate clearly, especially via chat, via conference calls or phone calls. So effective communication skills are needed for the modern workplace. And the third is in the age of AI. So as automation and AI handles more technical tasks, unique human skills like creativity, negotiation, and building trust becomes increasingly valuable and automation proof. Well, this is true, because I think even if they would teach a robot to be creative and to negotiate, well, we might reach that point, no doubt, but it will take some time, as people still prefer being called and sold to by humans than being called sold by agents or bots. So this brings the end of the importance of soft skills. And then I want to talk a little about Jobs. So Jobs is an AI powered coach for of your career. So if you are building a career, whether in the creative industry, technical industry, or non-technical industry, we are putting something together that would help teach you this soft skills rather. It would help you build confidence, communicate clearly, whether in text or verbally. And it is something that would actually teach you skills like resilience, critical thinking, leadership, and collaboration. So we are actually a digital form that provides a safe, private environment to practice and master the soft skills needed to succeed. So we are actually in our development process and belong to the Digital Witch community. Keep an eye out as we would partner. I don't see anywhere else I would take this platform to, if not Digital Witch. So who is Jobs for? Jobs is designed for anyone who wants to take control of their professional growth and community with great impact. I would tell you for a fact that my inability to communicate effectively cost me jobs I know I can do. And it's actually not my fault, but I realized that I actually build these skills through practice, through reading the environment, and through doing the needful. And because I intend to solve this pain point for a lot of people, I decided to bring this platform up this platform up for the future of the workforce. So Jobs is for job seekers. For a job seeker, it would help you prepare for your interview by interacting with it like you would with a human. Then it would give you a feedback. And it is also for career changers. Like I said, there are skills that are transferable from industry to industry. So it can help you ace interviews, confidently articulate your value, and successfully negotiate job offers. It is for early career professionals. So to build a strong professional foundation, you can actually contribute effectively in meetings and accelerate a lot of things. Like, if not now that I started building this platform, there's no way you would see me talking on a webinar like this. Even if I want to talk, I stammer, I crack. And now it's still obvious to those who know, but it's a process. And I'm looking forward to the day that I can confidently stand at the front of a large crowd and speak. So I think enough about me and what I'm doing. So now let's talk about Equitos. So Equitos is not just a customer success manager for those who know you. Like I said, she's my mentor without knowing. Actually, she inspires me a lot. And honestly, joining Digital Witch community after my POP in 2023 was one of the best decisions I have made in my life. I joined Digital Witch. I started as a virtual assistant. I came into sales, and believe me, guys, when you taste the dollars, you will never look back. And it's not actually about the dollars, because if I was working in an office, I don't think there's a way I would come up with building a platform that would serve a lot of people, because where is the time? I don't have the time. And I will tell you for a fact that if you are looking for a place to learn digital skills, to stand out among the crowd, and to change your life the best, please join Digital Witch. There's a lot of programs there. There are technical and non-technical ones. And I joined cloud computing. I hate to say this out, but if I build this platform, I know I will take my cloud computing courses seriously. You see these dollars, we are here. So Equitos is actually a renowned expert in the field and is the brilliant founder of Digital Witch, where she empowers professionals and job seekers with the strategies, skills, and also the confidence to excel in their client-facing roles. There's something she says when you want to attend an interview. She will tell you to wear your confidence like Agbada. But what if you don't have that confidence? Jobs will help you. This is where Jobs comes in. She has actually lived this because she shares about her journey, and believe me, it's quite inspiring because everyone looks forward to the day that become great and impact others, because that's, I think, to me, that is where success lies for me, actually impacting others. And that is what I intend to do with this platform I am building. So she has lived this challenge. She has navigated the tricky waters of international client management, and she has mastered the delicate art of setting boundaries that stick, all while strengthening clients' trust. So she's here to share practical, actionable wisdom with all of us today. Believe me, you are not just here to learn. I'm here to learn as well. So I have a few questions. I have a few questions that she would answer if time permits. So a lot of me blabbing. Now it's time for her to talk. So without further ado, please let's give a huge virtual welcome to Equitas Cynthia, also known as Lemonade. So the stage is yours, coach.
Hello, people. So my name is Equitos, as she said, but you can call me Lemonade or you call me Digital Witch. So I'm a cloud engineer, but on the main side, I'm an account manager or customer success manager, the founder of Digital Witch. And Marianne is my student, and I'm always excited to see my students going above and beyond to achieve success. And when she invited me here, of course, I have to create time. So,
Thank you very much.
mm,
Please stay on
and I
her
like to tell
behalf.
people, I'm not done. Calm down. And I like to tell people that I studied literature for obvious reason. Why I like to tell people I studied literature is in case you are like me who studied, you know, courses that we shouldn't be studying this our time and age. Just understand that you can still do better with your time as long as you are willing to explore skills, acquisitions, and the rest of that. All right. So good to see you guys. Thank you. They love me.
Thanks once again.
Please. I'm
And
shy.
and also I would also tell you that there's share in common because I read BA Linguistics, which is closely similar to English, but we deal a little bit about
Yeah.
grammar and other scientific aspects of English. So if she can do it, I do it as well. But you need the right support to succeed, and that is why we are here. So I have, like I said, I have a few questions, and we would stop when time rings the bell. So there are actually experienced and non-experienced people, and pardon us if we only talk about experienced people, because obviously this is about what you need to do when you are on the role, right? Not when you are actually looking for the role. So when if you are a freelancer, I mean, it is quite common that the people who give us contracts, roles, or even projects to work on as are referred to as clients. But even if you are a remote worker, this applies to you as well. So I would mention clients here more than I would talk about employers, because that is what the subject is actually covering. So, Lemonade, what's the first step when you realize you need to set a boundary with an existing client who is used to getting immediate 247 responses?
Anyway, so first of all, I think there shouldn't be a room for a customer, having that entitlement support mentality. More like getting to there's something like 24/7 support because you are not the only customers that we apparently have. Even if we have million hands on deck, I'm not sure there's a way we can provide just you 24/7 support. And that is why we have SLA. SLA is us telling you that, you have to wait for the next 10 minutes, you have to wait for the next 1 hour, you have to wait for the next 2 hours, you have to wait for the next day. So, but one thing I experience based on customers and me, I need to set expectations and scope is there are some customers that want to use you just like you. We are all human beings and we love using one stone to keep multiple birds, right? So everybody
Exactly.
loves using one stone to keep multiple birds. And because we love using one stone to keep multiple birds, when you are in the position to assess support, you would want that support agent to solve all your problem, but it doesn't work like that. So me as an account manager or me as a customer support person, right from the first time I'm going to communicate with you, I'm expected to send my scope. How do you set your scope? When you are sending your initial message, more like, hello, my name is Equitos and I'm the support engineer that's going to support you on this case. So, having checked your concern, I understand that you have so and so problem. Then you tell the person, I am going to support you to solve this problem. And immediately we solve this problem, we are going to mark this ticket as resolved and ready to be closed. Meaning, you brought to me one problem, and I'm going to help you solve this one problem. And when I solve this problem, and we are going to do what? We are going to archive or close this ticket. Now you have set a scope. You are telling the customer that it's only one problem, but that does not mean you as a support person will not go the extra mile to satisfy the customer's expectation. But the truth is, when you start doing extra, the customer will realize that you just want to wow them. They're not entitled to you solving all their problems under one ticket. What that and when you are setting scope, that does not mean you are not going to support the customer, but you just tell the customer that if anything goes wrong, I have tried my best on the one you reported. This one is just me trying to ensure that we solved every other problem you have, right? So you have to learn how to set expectations from the outset. Expectation is not something you set at the middle of the ticket, or maybe when you're almost closing the ticket and you ask the customer, do you have any other problem before we, and the customer now says, I think I want to do this one. And I said, no. I'm done working on this ticket. We can close, you can create a new one. No, that is not how it works. If you want to set expectations or boundaries, you do that from the first communication you're sending to the customer so that he will be aware. And when you talk about a customer, getting used to 24/7 support, I think it's all about what the customer was told when they are buying your products. Because some salespeople can say anything, they can tell the customer anything just to convert them and get their bonus, right? So I have
Yes.
one that I'm battling with now. The customer told me that when he was signing up, the sales agent told him that we are working on releasing an app, for them to be able to use. And yeah, I was wondering, I had to reach out to the product team to ask them, I beg, are you guys releasing an app? And they said, how? So I have to go back to the customer again. I told the customer, I have to lie a bit because it's sounding as if the salesperson is just, have to oversell the product to get a commission. I had to tell the customer, okay, so I've escalated to the product team and they confirmed that this is currently on their roadmap, but there is no timeline. Because if I tell them say there's time, if they come
Exactly.
back next year, I will still tell them that I see there for pipeline and there is no timeline. So, but then if you're a salesperson, please do not oversell your product. It's better you undersell your product and wow the customer with all the beautiful things that your product is doing, right? So don't oversell, because when you
Exactly.
oversell and the customer buys, they'll start seeing you as a liar. They lose trust in your product and they'll probably cancel the subscription or the plan. So I hope your question is, sorry guys, it's
Yes.
like I
Yes.
talk too much.
No. Oh, no. 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 So if you are considering a career path in customer service, please get your pen and paper because this webinar is highly crucial to your success. You learn empathy, you learn emotional intelligence, and you learn how to actually interact with clients and customers. So the second question is, how do you push back on a request that is outside the scope of uh, the your job contract or the business contract without sounding like you are just hiding behind a
What do you mean?
document?
What do you mean business that is outside my scope? I don't understand the question first.
Okay, a contract actually conveys the entire
I
process.
know what is a contract. So what you mean is like a customer asking me what we are not offering or what is not in the contract. Is that what
Exactly.
you're saying?
Yes,
But a
yes,
customer cannot
exactly.
ask me for what is not in the contract because our contract apparently spells where our support started, what our product can do, and what our product cannot do. So if a customer is asking what our product cannot do, you can honestly tell the person. But me, I always, as a customer support, I started my career as a technical support engineer with Microsoft, and we were taught a lot of, soft and communication skills, how to manage customers and all of that. So when a customer is asking you of things that you guys are not offering, it's not, you don't just go straight to tell the person, no, we don't do that. There's a way you can manage the situation. You tell them what your product is offering and tell them the one. If a customer is asking me, can you, hi, Equi, I'm trying to, convert this document to Google Sheet. Let's assume that we don't convert to Google Sheet, but we convert to Microsoft Excel. I will tell, hi, I understand that you're looking at converting this document to Google Sheets. However, at the moment, our product can only support Microsoft Excel. Do you understand? So I did not just tell the customer, no, we don't do that. No, you just direct them to the one you guys are doing. And if you know that this is something very important to the customer, to pacify them a little bit, you can tell them, I will pass on your request to the development team so that they can add it to the future roadmap. It's none of your business. These are just words that you're using on the customer just to let the person know that you are trying your best, because of course it's not within your jurisdiction to renew this. But the thing is, Even the customer asking you for products you do not have. And again, you should know that your product is always evolving. There is no static product. Your product, people don't build perfect products. There's nobody that ever built a perfect product. It's when people are using your product, they keep telling you what they think that your product can do, and you keep doing what? Updating your product. You keep releasing new features and all of that. So if a customer comes to me and is asking what our product cannot do, of course, that is an opportunity for us to make our products better. So we like things like
Yeah.
that. But if it's something like they want to come and choke us, they your contract, calm down. So there's a way you still talk to those kind of people and they'll understand, because of course, when it's gets to in a worst, you point them back to the contract they signed. See, like there's what we call PO, that is purchase order. And on our purchase order, we list almost everything that the customer is going to get from us.
That's great. Okay. Well, they say that a customer is always right, but in case they are
Customers are not always
overstepping.
right anyway.
Okay. So, but in case they are actually overstepping their boundaries, how can you actually okay, I'm trying to say that can you actually can setting the boundaries actually improve client relationships, client or customer relationships?
The thing is, I think, setting boundaries sometimes I feel like it's a Nigerian thing, because but both people know to get your time to come and be overstepping, right? I think the only time they get to overstep is when maybe your own product is not meeting their expectations, right? And they know that they can hold you tight. But when your product is meeting the expectations, they don't have enough time. Like, it's just like me being paid per hour. If you are paying me per hour, and they don't have that time to come and be carrying work on their head like that. So now, what let's just assume it happens when a customer is overstepping. These are human beings like you. Communication comes in, or your communication skills comes in when a customer is irate. When I say irate, I mean when the customer is angry, or when a customer have a concern and the customer so you talk to the first of all, you need to understand, why is this customer overstepping? And if you understand why they're overstepping, what do? You take ownership. Taking ownership is making them feel like you have heard them, and again, sometimes there's always a power above you. So the easiest way to, ensure that, because sometimes even when you are trying to make the customer realize that they're overstepping, you yourself, you start shining, doing things that you're not expected to do, and it becomes rude, right? So the best way is to know when to escalate. So when you feel like a customer is overstepping their boundaries and all of that, you have your manager, you have your SMEs, you have your team lead and all of that. So you escalate the situation. You don't need to take the laws into your hands, right? So, oh, hi, I have done this, I have done that, but this customer is insisting on this. Is there a way you can recover the customer? Is there a way you can speak to the customer? And these customers, they know when your subordinate or the higher person is talking to them. Because you as an agent, you may be sounding so calm. Hi, sir, thank you. I apologize. But to them, they go straight to the point, because they know that if they don't go straight to the point, the same cane way they use, they wipe the agent, you go use and wipe them. And that means there's no way for you or anybody to take over or take charge and bring the customer back to normal, right? So the always know when to escalate. So when you feel like your customer is overstepping, don't take it seriously into your hands. Just escalate to your team manager or your team lead.
Okay, that is noted. But have you ever experienced a situation whereby or heard someone who or like I'm trying to reframe the question again. Like, have you ever heard or seen a situation whereby customers churned because the company decided to set boundaries?
For me, I'm not this girl. I've not experienced a customer churning because um I don't know about other companies, but I know it's possible, right? It's very possible. But like I said, when a customer is overstepping, them themselves they know. Do you understand?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I don't think me personally have experienced a customer churning because of boundary. A customer can churn for many other reasons, maybe because they feel like there is an alternative product that is cheaper than our own, or maybe they feel like they are getting more support from, maybe they expected us to always support, like always check up on them every week or every other day, and we are not doing that, and they feel like there's other products that support them the way they want or the way they deserve. Some other times they might be future problem. There's a future they need, and we cannot offer the future. We don't have the future, or maybe their plan. They are currently on a particular plan, and that plan cannot do what they want to do, and they are not willing to pay. But that time, their credit card may just so there are lots of reasons why accounts churn. But I'm not seeing account churning. And like I said, when it comes to, it's not like people don't, customer don't overstep boundary, but I think the way you handle the situation is the problem. It's not everybody, including yourself, sometimes don't know when you're overstepping, but the way you are being handled. So I cannot be, me as a customer, to me, sometimes I feel entitled to all kinds of support. Oh, this person, I must do this. Oh, I'm currently in the bank, I need to be treated like a queen. But sometimes it doesn't really work like that. But I will understand if the person attended to me explain things to me as if I'm a woman, and oh, see, this is how this works. You need to go back to the line. You need to wait for me to call you, or you need to do this. The way you say it's what makes it different. But if you are talking to me, let's assume that I jumped the line, and you as a customer support person is telling me, come on, get back, are you okay? Are you foolish? Notice, you cannot be insulting me. I'm not coming back to your bank, even though I know that I did something terrible, which is trying to jump the line, right? So the way the agent or support person handle the situation is what will determine if I'm going to churn or if I'm going to remain, right? So it's not just about overstepping. Anybody can overstep, but when you overstep, somebody should calmly tell you what to do. And sometimes they will realize that they overstep and they will apologize. We are all human. So, and you cannot be churning unless my product is not giving you value. You understand? Or you don't already want churn. That is the only way you can just churn like that. So that is that.
Thank you very much. So, with regards to a customer who gets emotionally manipulative, um, I've actually seen situations whereby, for me personally, because I worked as a more like a customer service in my previous role, there are times that we need something done, and we reach out to one of the companies handling that particular thing, but they are not available. Does that mean uh, they have set the boundaries?
Like, and I'm trying to understand your question. Like, who is reaching out and who is not being able to reach them? Can
When
you
we
repeat the
reach out,
question?
when we reach out to support team, and they
Mm-hmm.
say they are not available to respond, is it that
Mm-hmm.
is that the boundaries they have set, or
No, no,
is
no.
more like
The thing
carelessness
is,
on
the
their own
thing is,
part?
it's not
Because
like
we expect.
carelessness. There are some words they are using that is not what is. It's not
Okay,
being
we,
careless. So
yes, I
now
understand they
there's
are
what we
humans
call
managing it.
there's what we call 247 support, right?
Yes,
And there's what
yes.
is called SLA. So now when you reach out to Epitos and your ticket is not something that is urgent, 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 meaning the SLA can be like some companies, that SLA is 2 days, 24 hours, some are 48 hours, like 2 days. So the only time you start complaining that somebody's not talking to you is after 2 days, and nobody has spoken to you after 2 days. That is not when you can start complaining. Now, other time when they tell you we are busy, it's probably because they are busy. Imagine remember those days we used to call me MTN. You call them, they'll start playing music and telling you that an agent will pick up. It's not because that an agent don't want to support you, but an agent is probably talking to others, right? So they have to keep you on the wait list until there's an available agent to pick up your call. So it's not like they are setting boundaries. Boundaries are not set like that. And like I said, some of all these things are already spelled out on the contract. SLA is always on your contract. Oh, when you have a downtime, when you have issues, your wait time is 2 days. Your wait time where, in less than 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours a day, you are going to get needed support. So these things are in your SLA. So there's nothing like me. You as a company cannot be setting boundary of when a customer should reach out to you. But when a customer reach out to you when you are not working, meaning on the contract, you already told the customer that we don't work on Sunday, we don't work on Saturday, we don't, like in my own company, we don't work during Christmas. And next week, I'm part of those that send out messages. So next week, we are already going to start sending out messages to customers that we are closing on the 23rd to resume on the 2nd of January. So this is us setting expectations. This is us setting boundaries. It's not like where, you set all this in beforehand. Customers need to be carried along. They need to be aware so that it's not like they are not going to have issues. They will have issues, but they're going to be patient with us during this period. Unless, like last year, my company, even though we set expectations, that we also considered our customers. So what did we do? We say, okay, who wants to work overtime? Who wants to work during Christmas? And people like us that need money, we said we want to work during Christmas, and they were paying us for our time. Do you get? But if nobody agreed to work during Christmas, you will not force anybody. So customers have to wait until January. So it's not like there is carelessness. And again, okay, let me come to the careless part. Sometimes some companies apparently are understaffed. You cannot be servicing 1,000 people and just hire 2 people to be on the support. That makes no sense. That is you being careless for real this time. That is me aligning with you. When I joined one
Because
of my company, they had a lot of backlog, and I have issues with backlog. I don't like see backlog at all. In fact, backlog, they prepare my body. So immediately I joined the company, I was like, what? How can you? I'm not a support person. I'm still account manager, customer success, but because we collaborate, I get to intercom. And when I saw the number of backlog on intercom, I was wow. I'm like, how can we have this number of backlog? And after speaking to the team manager, she was like, okay, Ekwe, can you help? I said, yeah, I can help. So what can we do? I had to start checking the backlog, and I realized that the problem is that we have few people. So we have few engineers working on tickets. And because we have few engineers, they are focusing on the new ones coming in. So when they send message to the old one, whether the old one replied, don't reply, sometimes the old one will reply 2 weeks ago, and then they will not be able to remember that they have somebody they need to follow up. Do you get? So it keep packing. And
yes,
you know what that means? The customer become
yes,
irate because you're not solving the customer's
so
problem. You keep
yes,
gathering tickets. So now I had to drop my finding, help them close the ones I feel like, sometimes they solve the problem, the customer come back, thank you for your support. So they just need to close. So I help close all those ones that the customer have confirmed solution and report my finding. And what was my finding? I feel like we need to hire at least 5 more people. And guess what?
yes.
We hired 5 more people. And as I'm talking to you, that was last year. And as I'm talking to you this year, we have to sack 2 people from the 5. Why? Because we don't have tickets again. Like there's no ticket for them to attend to. So the right thing to do is that we have to, it's not like the way they sack them, it's not like they sack them. But the thing is that when there is a need, like when we have more tickets, we can call them back. Do you understand? I'm just trying to tell
Yeah.
you how some of these things can be solved. The problem could be their own like a daisical attitude to, oh, we have 30,000 customers and you have just 10 support. Well, the one many support kill themselves. They can't go around actually. So hiring more support might just solve the problem. Okay.
Thank you very much. So, sorry, give me a minute. So, this can be a little personal. So, do you feel do you feel terrible or deal with guilt when you say no to client and customer requests, especially for the fact that you are looking at, okay, it's a plus for the company, and if the customer stays long term, it's a win for the company, and it's a win for
Like
you
I
to
want to
be in
understand
a
what you're saying.
client success
What do
manager.
you say?
So
Are you
do
able
you
to say
deal
it again?
with guilt? Okay, do you deal with
Mm-hmm.
guilt, or like more like, do you feel bad when you tell customers no, knowing that you're actually there to serve them?
Tell them no in what aspect?
we try to overstep. This is all about setting
See,
boundaries, so it's
see,
just a little
see.
bit
So,
tricky.
so the thing is this. Like I said, I don't really know what you mean by when a customer tends to overstep. I think I've said that a couple of times because to me, I'm just doing my job to ensure that my customers are happy. And if whatever my customers are asking me what I can actually do, of course I will do that. And my kind of role, I don't, my kind of role is like I'm a medical doctor. That is what my role looks like. And I wouldn't like my account churning. You need to see me, the efforts I put in ensuring that none of my customers cancel, even though the person might be paying small money. Like yesterday, there's a customer that churned. And why did this customer churn? He's not even paying big money. He's paying us 2,000. His plan is like 2,000 something dollars annually, not even monthly. And she kept complaining, oh, I want more features, I want more this. Oh, I found another product that's charging less than what you guys are charging. And I have to bring myself down to really telling her, okay, I want to charge you what the other people are charging. I have to go and negotiate with our team, because I don't like losing costs, no matter the amount. I have products that people buy as high as 50 something thousand dollars, depending on their plan or what they want to use. But this is me begging somebody paying 2,000, right? But at the end of the day, the woman still said every though that she appreciates the amount I'm giving her. But what about the features? I said, no, there's nothing I can do. So immediately she now said, okay, can we? I just went straight and created a cancellation tax for the people that will cancel her tax plan. They should cancel it, right? But the truth is, I'm still not happy. That was why I had to try to recover her. So when it comes to boundary, I don't know what that means, because already the kind of customers I attend to are customers that already know what we are offering, know, where who to support, or maybe initially when the sell people started selling the product, they were able to set certain boundaries, which those guys have imbibed and carried along. And when they come to or get to my own part, we all, nurture the relationship amicably, respectively, and all of that. So I've not really, but like I said, maybe because I also go the extra mile to ensure that my customers doesn't churn. Maybe I don't recognize when there's a boundary to be set, probably. So that is that.
Mhm. Okay, and last last but not the least. Okay, so it's still the same. Okay, so what's your advice to people who are actually looking to pursue a career in customer service? Because I really love that field, because I started as a customer service entry level customer service professional, but it was really really hard for me to land a role, especially because most of the jobs I saw then, they were asking for a year or two experience in sales. And that was when I said, okay, let me consider a career in sales. And if there's an opportunity to go back to that, then that would be a great one. So this is on a broader note. So what's your advice for professionals who are looking to grow, not just launch a career in customer service, but to grow?
You want to grow. Is it customer service? Okay.
Customer
So
success. Yes.
customer success is different. And first of all,
Okay.
I don't know. A lot of Nigerians misplace customer success to
For
customer
customer
support. Yeah, totally
service.
two different things. You can't even move from
Oh,
customer support to customer success. You can easily move from sales to success
to
than
customer
moving from customer
success.
support to sales. But in Nigeria, when I see roles like they call it customer success, what I'm seeing is customer support. You get? So like when I say, so now one thing I tell people is there are some roles that you don't go in. In Nigeria, for instance, if you meet any new recent graduate that is currently job hunting and they are struggling, when you ask them, okay, if you tell them you have a job, or you ask the person, what job can you do? One of the things the person mentioned is customer service. Any Nigerian
Yes.
graduate, unless those that study maybe medicine, engineering, and all of that. The rest of us that have studied English, literature, linguistics, mass comm, once you ask them do you think you can do, most of us are going to mention customer service. But then that is not what customer service. Customer service is not a dumping dungeon for people who are jobless. Do you understand? So customer service has to come from you being a problem solver and you
Yeah.
willing to go the extra mile to impact life. It's not like you want to be a nurse, you want to be a doctor. So it has to stay from you a passion. Like you are passionate about something. You are passionate about supporting customers. You are passionate about solving problems, and you are a very, very patient person. I used to be very, very patient. Those that knew me when I was younger, they know. And if I want something, I want it now, 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 now. I feel cry from now to tomorrow because I want what I want. I don't even know that my partner will get money, but concern me, right? But growing up and experiencing life differently made me realize that patience is something that everybody should have. So if you are not a patient person, you see all this boundary, this thing. I feel like when you talk about this setting boundaries, because you are not a patient person, that is even when you realize that. Because when a customer is coming to you, the first thing is that the customer have a problem and you are the solution to the customer problem. So there is nothing like boundary. Do you understand? So every other is you trying, just like you, somebody is sick and the person is coming to the hospital and they're telling the person, don't do this, don't, I will not touch, it doesn't make sense. Or maybe a woman is in labor or at setting boundaries. Somebody will feel come out clothes, it doesn't make sense. So the truth is, first of all, you don't focus on the customer's fault or whether the person is overstepping. Focus on the problem, which is why you are being paid. You are not being paid for you to come and take customer, you're overstepping. You are being paid to solve customer's problem, right? So if that is the case, you that want to be a customer support person need to be a passionate person. Customer service should be something you're passionate about. You are going to be very patient and you need to be empathetic, meaning you have to know how to put yourself in the customer's shoe. There are some things that happen, like, during that cashless policy, I go to the bank and I see how a lot of people are reacting. So people like, wait, I don't have money. I have money in the bank and I cannot. And the customer support people just act so nonchalant, concern them. But that is not the way to act. I understand that this, the policy is coming from a higher above, but then you are the advocate. You are the customer's advocate. You're expected to advocate for the customers. So it's not when the customers are running mad. When you shout finish, you shut up. That's not how it's done. You calmly take ownership of the problem. Hello, sir. I understand how you feel. However, I'm here to support you. You see, this policy is also affecting me. My mama waited for village, never see money collect. This is not our bank policy. It's not, it's our bank that this is federal government. But you know what? We are trying to find a way to find a work. Like that's how you talk to these people. They will know that all of you are in this together because I'll tell you for free, even those working in the bank, that all of them they still look for that cash, but they don't have it. You understand? So it's all about you being passionate about customer support. And if it's something you are very passionate about, even the way you attend the interview, the way you talk about things during the interview, we show the person that you are coming to solve a problem, not to solve your belly problem. Meaning, you are jobless, you just look for any nearest or
Money.
easiest job, or But that is why a lot of people get frustrated. Because I'll tell you, for free, customer service is frustrating. It's one of the most frustrated job you will ever embark on, because a lot of customers are frustrated because of your product and they are going to dump that frustration on you. So if you are somebody that is so
Yes.
emotionally attached, when customers talk, you think that they're insulting you. So when a customer comes to you and say your papa, curse you anyhow, want to curse you, the truth is their anger is not directed towards you. They're actually cursing the
You.
bank. But because you are the representative of the bank they are seeing, they have to dash you the cost so that if it pay you, you go dash the bank the cost. So you are like delivering their cost to the bank. So these are some of the things you need to realize and be able to do as a customer support. So first of all, make sure you are passionate about talking to people and solving problem, and not just solving problem. You are always thinking outside the box, because many people they don't think outside the box. It's either they're telling customer we can do this or we cannot. No, as a customer support person, because you are willing to help, that willingness is what will now motivate you to go outside your own jurisdiction to go and look for solution for the customer. So it doesn't have to be what your company can offer them. Sometimes you can look for what others can offer the person just to solve their immediate problem. We call it workaround or a quick fix. So I don't talk too much. Let me maintain my space. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the enlightenment, and we sincerely appreciate it. Um, Thank you everyone for joining us. I see we have about 41 people viewing, and this is really, really good. I have learned a lot about going above and beyond. And believe me, if you want to build a career in customer support, these are some of the skills you should possess. Empathy. I mean, my coach has said it all. So thank you very much for joining us. And we would be kicked out in about a minute, and you can catch us next time. Thank you very much. Have a
Okay,
great
thank you for
day.
having
Thank
me,
you very
guys.
much, coach. Thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate the knowledge imparted in us.